YouTube. Today I'm out cultivating the corn for the last time. It got dry enough, and so I went out and decided to go through all the corn. Some of it was just barely, just about too tall, but I managed to get through it all. I parked my Noble Danish tine cultivator and hooked on to my old International Vibrashank cultivator here. I did that because the Vibrashank cultivator has larger sweeps on it, and since this corn hasn't been cultivated in a couple of weeks and this is the last time that I'll get through it, I wanted to get a little more aggressive and make sure I got plenty of dirt into the rows to smother out whatever was growing in there besides corn. And it worked out pretty well. This cornfield was planted on June 20th, and this next field that I'm coming to here, this one was also planted on June 20th. And this one right here, this is the best looking field of corn that I have. This looks really good. I'm quite pleased with this. As I said, I was a little nervous about getting into it with the cultivator because it's so tall, but it worked out, and I've got it all pretty clean now, so I'm done. I'm done taking care of the corn. It's going to be on its own now until October, when it's time to harvest it. Yeah, I've found that it's too difficult to concentrate on following the rows and concentrate on talking at the same time. So that's why I'm doing the voiceover here. Those of you who've been watching the channel for a while probably noticed that after I hit 1,000 subscribers, I did monetize the channel. And the reason I did that, for a while now I've kind of been wanting to buy a nice GoPro to use on my videos. I've always just used my iPhone to record with, and I haven't really been able to justify spending the money for a nice GoPro, but I figured if I can make enough money on advertising to buy a nice camera, I'll probably be happy and maybe shut the ads off. So you can rest assured, as you're watching those ads, that I'm not going to just blow that sweet ad money on booze and hookers like I usually would. I am going to buy something that will benefit the channel. Okay, I've got the corn all cultivated for the last time because it's about to canopy. So I've got a few other little chores I need to do. I've got the big baler up here. I need to sharpen the net knife. The last time I net wrapped with this thing, the ends of the net wrap were a little bit ragged. So I've got this all unbolted. I'm going to sharpen it up and put it in. This is a Vermeer 605L. I believe it was built in the very late 1990s. My partner and I bought this in 2006. I think the M's had just come out when we bought this one. But this came either with or without net wrap. So you see the net wrap bolts on here. It's I guess the downside of it is that it's kind of an add-on and not really an integral part of the baler like it is in the newer balers. It's always seemed like it's just a little bit fussy to me on the net wrap, keeping the net wrap working. But on the other hand, I've net wrapped about 5,000 bales with it over the years, so I guess it don't work too bad. Another thing I've got to do, I've got the 1486 up here, and I need to give the air conditioning system just a little shot of Freon. I need to, the way this thing has been, I need to give it a little shot about once every 2 or 3 years, which, you know, that's not leaking bad enough for me to get too excited about it. but I'll give it a little bit today just to make sure it's going to stay cool. And we'll get the baler back together. I net wrap anymore. I've gotten to the point where I net wrap some and I twine tie some. I've gotten lazy to the point to where I like feeding out the twine tied bales in the wintertime with the skid steer because it's really easy. Yeah, I get a little more waste with the twine tied bales, but on the other hand, anything that the cows don't eat just goes back into the field as organic matter anyway, so I don't mind that so much. We've got the AC on the 1486 blowing frosty cold air again. And I've got the baler buttoned up with the net knife all back into place, all nice and sharpened up. So it's just about dinner time, so I think I'm going to make my way into the house once I put the hood on the tractor. And it looks like there's a possibility that the day after tomorrow I might actually be able to cut some hay again. So we'll see how that shakes out. Anyway, that's it for today. Everyone stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time.